All right, welcome back everybody to YouTube channel ICObench, and we continue to do video interviews with the top experts at ICObench. And today I'm happy to present you great expert in this business, Edward Mandel. Edward is right now online with me. How are you doing, Edward?
Doing good, Maxim. You can call me Eddy, okay?
Okay, sure, Eddy. So, Eddy, can you please make a little bit introduction about yourself, about what you are doing, that our audience will better understand that?
Of course, absolutely. First of all, thanks. It's nice to see you again. It's my second interview with you. So great channel, by the way. I review a lot of your work. You guys are amazing. To talk a little bit about myself, I came from a traditional private equity / technology background. I'm a technologist myself and a serial entrepreneur. But like for many others, I caught the bug of blockchain a few years ago, and it's carried on. So currently, I am involved in fintech projects, but my main project is the new technology that designed for hedging crypto assets against between the peer traders. So it's a peer-to-peer technology called BQT. I'm working day and night. You can probably see the way I look, but we are about to launch it in March. So like 24/7 shifts right now.
Okay, cool. You say that couple years you jumped into blockchain industry. Why you did this? Like, what makes for you decision? Okay, this is the way I need to go to.
What you can do in a traditional market would take you much faster in blockchain. Really, it's fascinating. It's decentralization of even business processes and ability to use the power of the team across the globe and universe of users across the globe to utilize your products is fascinating. That's what blockchain provides. So to me, you can build projects much faster and and get quick audience if it's the right project. So that's what fascinates me about the blockchain.
Okay, cool. Do you remember when you first time heard about maybe Bitcoin, and what was your reaction to that?
I think if I'm not mistaken, sometimes in April 2013, I was first introduced to it. And my first reaction was, my goodness, it's like, what is it? Like, what do you mean it's electronic? And it's intrigued me to the point where I wanted to learn more about how it's being mined, how it's being generated. And I was like kind of shocked to see how fast it's growing and how fast the community is growing. So that's when I actually started learning a lot about blockchain and its potential. It's in I believe 2013 in April.
Okay. All right. But did you buy at that time Bitcoin, or you waited, for example?
I wish I bought a lot. Let me tell you, as many others. I mean, I know so many people actually who did buy and then sold too quick too. So I'm a holder. When I buy something now, I actually hold long term. I'm not a trader. I'm more of a holder.
Okay. Now, you say that you came from the traditional investing market, right? Now, let's talk about ICO market, because as you know, ICO market is at one hand is very new. At another hand, as you know, during last year, it is market is at the bottom line. So
Right.
do you still believe that companies still can raise funds with ICO system, with this strategy, with using ICO?
First of all, I do believe, but let me say something. It went too far and too fast. Remember I said You can build things much faster in traditional markets. ICOs, just in general, you remember how many ICOs were done in like last couple of years? I mean, it's just everybody with a napkin did an ICO, and you know, very few projects were real, were something that's tangible. So we kind of, and you can't blame anybody, just the people wanted to bring innovations and bring them quickly, but it was going way too fast. So it's a good way to redefine itself. And I said it before, I think, on a few other articles I wrote, that the ICO industry itself is redefining itself right now, and redefining in a better way, with a better team, with the real solutions, something that's tangible that people utilize. Okay, so I do believe you can raise money with something real, but utilization is the key. And people jump now, oh, okay, let's move to the STO, so let's create so and so, let's create some dividends, let's look at regulations, all good stuff. But let's not forget the power of a smart contract that gives the enterprise ability to utilize those tokens for the products or services that company provides. So I think those projects and are have a lot of potentials. Projects that have utilization and audience that can be growing to utilize the tokens, not just trade the tokens, utilize them for the products and services. And I think it will slowly come back to its core of what smart contract was all about. So yeah, you can raise money for those projects. There may be individual investors a little bit tougher with the crypto being in a bear, but for good projects, there's always going to be investors, especially investors that are smarter, especially investors that would recognize that's an opportunity they don't want to miss. And I think this year, actually 2019, is going to be the year where ICOs by its core definition will redefine itself again, but more in a view of utilization, measuring utilization of those tokens.
Okay, cool. We spoke a little bit about from point of view of companies, but how about investors, right? For example, what will you recommend to investors with selecting if this project is good or not good for investing?
Okay, if it's any investor, small or big, okay, big fund or big group or small individual investors. Number one, obviously, you want to look at the team. If the team is right, what they've done in the past, have they delivered success in the past? Has anybody there in blockchain? I give you an example. In our team, we got Luca Cota, who is actually ICObench #1, if my memory serves me right. So if you have some experts that believe in the project, then I would look and say, well, if those people believe in it, that's something I need to look further. Then I would look at the technology itself. Okay, is this done? What's the time frame? Is this too far away to be developed? And most importantly, how is it going to be utilized by consumers or by users or by traders or by end users, really? How is it going to be utilized? What am I buying those tokens for? Strictly for speculation if the company ever going to be trading on exchange, or I actually can utilize this product or service. So if I was the investor, I would look at those criteria.
Okay, thanks for this explanation. Now we spoke a little bit about the past 12 months we had the bear market, but in your opinion, I know it's very hard to predict, but what is going to be during the next 12 months in your opinion?
I think in general, I mean, we were just in a Binance conference in Singapore, and there was one topic, good panelists, by the way, and good opinions. And it was the topic of the discussion was the STO is a new black. Okay, so this is like interesting topic, but I want to say always this, not by default. Still people, there will be more security token offerings out there this year. But those offerings need to, when they talk to the consumers, when they talk to their investors, when they talk to the audience, have to define themselves also. What makes them different from the traditional, let's say, real estate investment trust fund or something? How is it better to invest into those tokens? Why is it better for the investor? But I think this is the year where STOs and other security offerings are going to be evolving a little bit further. But I also believe that, it's my personal opinion, I have a lot of discussions with others who don't agree with me, but I think the actual core ICO market we saw before will re-evolve itself with the real projects that would be, that would utilize the tokens that are offered there, not strictly for investment. That's what I believe. So real projects with the right technology utilized by the end user. That's the new ICO.
All right, Eddy. Thanks a lot for your time, for your answers, and for staying with us. I know you are busy with your own project. I just want to remind you, we spoke with one of the experts, Eddy Mandel, which is one of expert at ICObench. And I just want to also encourage everybody to subscribe to our YouTube channel, ICObench. Thanks again, Eddy, and see you next time.
Maxim, thanks a lot, and thanks ICObench.
All right, bye.